Welcome, dear listeners, to a very special episode of the Attune Project podcast. I'm your host, Sana Batul, and today we have a truly inspiring conversation in store for you. Over the past 18 months, young participants in the Attune project have embarked on a remarkable journey of self discovery through art, dance, animation, photography, and film. Their creativity has not only unearthed hidden truths, but has also illuminated the profound impact of adverse childhood experiences on adolescent mental health. Today we have a special guest, Jack, from Attune with us. Jack, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm 23 years old. I am a student at the University of Kent, and I'm part of the Attune project in the Kent Young People's Advisory Group, so YPAG, the film group, and in the Young People's Conference group.
Wonderful. Jack, so my first question would be, could you share how being part of Attune has changed the way you understand difficult experiences from childhood? And how has it affected or changed your perspective about life?
I think certainly it's changed my perspective on childhood experiences because so often we think that we experience things in isolation, and we think sometimes that some of the things that we experience are things that are just personal. And one of the things that I found through the Attune project when meeting other young people is going, oh wait, no, this is sort of a collective experience and something that is happening on a wider basis. In the same way, going around and meeting young people through the advisory group, through the film group, and through the conference group, it has changed my life in many ways. I mean, I've got certainly a lot of friends out of it. And being able to have that sort of shared experience is quite powerful. It's quite nice to be able to talk to someone about something and then go, yeah, I know how you feel. This is how maybe I've got through this, or vice versa, where I am able to help other people.
Mm-hmm. So you talked about you made a lot of friends on Attune's different activities. So if reflecting on your journey with Attune, can you tell us about a specific moment or experience during the project while attending, for example, a conference or any other art activity that really made a difference in your life? Anything that you would like to share?
I think the thing that most recently made a difference in my life was attending the Attune conference in Oxford, because I had the opportunity to co-chair, and it was a real difference because I could see how many people were a part of Attune, because previously I'd just been part of the Kent group. And so I knew that other groups were out there, but it was really more of a case of seeing, say, max sort of 10 people, and seeing all of these researchers, all of these people who are interested in Attune and the work that Attune does, really was quite mind-blowing and quite amazing to see.
If you'd like to expand a little bit on Attune's mission, it's clear that Attune has a unique mission. So how do you personally see what Attune is trying to achieve, and how does it resonate with you?
I think so. Being part of the Kent, Kent YPAG and film group, we've been focusing on how arts and the creation of art can help people with adverse childhood experiences. And I think it's certainly quite a different way to approach things. And certainly when I've been part of those groups, I think it's been useful in creating those conversations and not necessarily sitting down with more like therapist type of. And I think the overall mission of Attune is to look at adverse childhood experiences and sort of find the sort of creative ways in which we can help the younger generation, which I'm still just a part of, to try and solve these issues. And I think one of the things about Attune that makes it so unique is that it's not working just for young people, it's really working with them. And I've always felt every step of the way that my voice is sort of part of that process. I'm being listened to rather than it's a top-down structure of you do this, you do that.
So you talked about different programs in Attune. So if we talk about the impactful programs, so Attune has various programs and activities, and you were being part of all those or some of those. Could you describe a project or program or activity within Attune that has had a profound impact on you and why it was particularly significant?
I think the film group, because the film group was my way into Attune, and so certainly a lot of the people that I knew from the film group, we had already been friends beforehand, but certainly the sort of profound impact of going around and filming with them and certainly deepened those friendships, and I think was a really big learning experience. So we got to get some education from Professor Paul Cook, who was really instrumental in helping us learn different filming techniques. And certainly the film that we're currently working on, which I think is for Work Package 2, I can't remember necessarily, it has been really instrumental in looking at other young people who have been part of the analysis that's come out of Work Package 2 and the Attune project in general, and sort of being able to see the wider impact that sort of analysis and research really does is really important.
Before I move to the future involvement of yours in Attune project, is there anything that you would like to share and you think that is important for you with regards to Attune, with regards to your own experiences?
I think really just the importance of getting involved. So I started off with the film group, I joined the advisory group, I then got a random email to say, do you want to join this conference group? And now I'm getting sort of emails about this other project to do with co-designing a game, stuff which I'm joining now. And it's kind of the idea of getting your input in, because like I've said, Attune is very different sometimes in that they will work with young people, and because of that it's really nice to have your voice valued. So one thing I would stress in importance on is getting involved and trying to do not as much as possible, but as much as you feel comfortable with doing.
So for future involvement, as we look ahead, how do you envision yourself continuing to be part of Attune and contributing to what Attune is striving to achieve in the future?
So I'm still part of the film group, and we're still working and developing sort of our second film. I've been fortunate enough at the conference to keep up with contacts like Paul Cook, and I really want to sort of continue the conversations that we've been having there. I'm beginning to be involved in a project which I think is for Work Package 4 to do with co-designing a game, and I really sort of want to continue that work. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a person that is very happy to do whatever. So I'll get an email out of the blue and saying, do you want to do this? And I'll be more than happy to say yes. Because it's never dull, and it's always something exciting. So when I joined the conference group, it was very much out of the blue, from my advisory group lead, Annette, saying, do you want to do this? There's no emphasis on you have to, but some people are doing it, some people aren't. And I said, yep, I'll do it because
Great.
it sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm really happy to do whatever anyone wants me to do. And because it normally sounds great and it's really inventive and different from what I would normally do.
It's a good way for you to learn new things and get involved in new projects. Yeah, definitely. And it is also good for networking if you want to.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much, Jack, for sharing with us your valuable insights. And it was wonderful talking to you. And hopefully in future also, when you will be part of other work packages, we'll be able to speak to you and we'll try to know what new things you have discovered and which new projects and activities you are part of. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well.